Hi, I'm Dr. Vince Belanzi. I want to discuss a little bit a patient that was in my office, and she was representative of other patients that I've had. And I was a little disturbed myself because she wanted to come in and do some weight loss and work on her nutrition, perhaps become a little healthier. Her problem is that she's being treated by a psychiatrist. Now, this medical doctor has decided that she'll never be free of her medications. That is a little scary. This doctor has decided that this woman will never be free of his services. This psychiatrist is using shock therapy, heavy doses of a number of antipsychotic and other types of drugs, and I'm not even sure how well this woman can think or function. Yet she thinks that this psychiatrist is her savior. It seems to me like it's a little bit abusive, the relationship here. First of all, it's just diametrically opposed to everything that I believe in. My wish for you is self-sufficiency, self-reliance, self-responsibility, the ability to have the freedom to do what you want. I mean, we're supposed to be a free country, yet to have people like this that are so over-controlled by medical professionals is a little bit scary. It's a lot scary. How can someone subject themselves to total control by another person? This is just something that astounds me. And I have to be honest, in this case, I think it's very abusive. That a medical professional would tell a patient that they'll never be free of their drugs, that they'll never be free of this particular physician's services, and that they need an inordinate amount of shock therapy and very, very strong drugs in order to survive their life. Now, if that's not enough, the other thing that upset me quite a bit more was the fact that this doctor assumed, without the benefit of even a lot of lab work, that this woman needed no other help. When we did some lab work in our initial workup with her and found that she did have some problems, some lab values that were a little bit off, and we were going to start with perhaps a nutritional approach. This doctor told her that she needed nothing but what he would prescribe. Of course, he's only prescribed drugs. We wanted to perhaps work with her nutrition and make some improvements, which there was room for. He said no. We wanted to perhaps have her take some vitamin D, which is very much in the news. In fact, we might do a whole video on vitamin D itself, but it's not a vitamin, it's a hormone, and in the latest studies, it's becoming more and more important as a hormone. Anyway, this doctor said she had no need of the hormone vitamin D, yet we measured her levels and found her to be severely deficient. We measured her cholesterol, her HDL, just some basic lab, but it was way out of range. Now, probably a cardiologist would step in and act fairly quickly to change some of these values. The psychiatrist said she didn't need anything. We wanted to work with her to help her lose some weight. We wanted to talk to her about exercising. We were going to talk to her about things she could change in her lifestyle. The psychiatrist told her it was nonsense. In fact, this particular doctor told this patient that she didn't need to get services from us whatsoever. She didn't need the classes we were teaching on nutrition. And in fact, he told her not to go. She didn't need any of our nutritional counseling. She didn't need anything beyond what his care was. Doesn't something seem a little off here? Of course, I'm disappointed that I'm not going to have her as a patient. I really believed we could help her. But more than that, just to think that somebody would be so over-medicated, over-treated, and most of all over-controlled is just something that scares me. To think that there are more people like this patient that are out there under the complete control of another person like that. We get upset when someone gets imprisoned wrongly. We get upset when somebody's rights are violated. Yet we have people in this country that are being manipulated and controlled by legal drug pushers. And of course, the control comes from a higher level in the pharmaceutical companies. It's a little scary. We need to be more reasonable on how we approach things. Anyway, I felt very bad for this patient. As far as I know, she is going to discontinue care with us. She's going to discontinue the program, and she's not going to do anything to address the problems that we might catch early enough to really help her. I'm sad about that. Mostly I'm sad that she believes that she has to be under the care of this doctor forever. You know, as a doctor, I'm very disappointed. I'm wondering if my treatments are even going to work if I can't offer someone an endpoint, a finish to treatment, a way that they can become self-sufficient. I spend a lot of my time studying strategies to get people free of medications, to get people free of needing these treatments. And in most cases, there is a successful strategy. Successful because you can see logically how it'll work, and successful because I've been able to do that with people. This particular patient, and perhaps a few others, I haven't been successful with. Now, in this case, I didn't have a chance. The dictator of this person's life, this psychiatrist, has made it virtually impossible for anybody, even her friends, to help this person. Her friends notice that she's not functional. She's almost zombie-like. She has not much to offer in the way of emotions or expression or, from what I can see, enjoyment in life. She just feels like she needs to be under this control or something will happen. I'm very sorry about this. I hope that someday she finds somebody who can influence her in a different direction. Somebody that can offer her some hope and some real solutions. If you're in this situation, wake up. This is Dr. Vince Melanzi. I hope you watch more of these videos. And I hope for all of you health, happiness, and self-sufficiency. Thanks for listening.